Hi, and welcome to Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. Thank you so much for joining my channel today. I do appreciate you. If you'd like to see more videos from me and how to bake and cook stuff, please hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. I am making green velvet cupcakes today. We're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, but these are good any day of the year. And also you can switch up the color. You can put blue food coloring in there or red food coloring and make them red velvet, any color you like. I have in my bowl already 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just gonna whisk that up and set this aside while we get our wet ingredients going. This is 1 stick of butter, 1/2 cup. I did melt it a little bit in the microwave. You're supposed to be at room temperature, but it's freezing here and raining, so room temperature, it was still too stiff. To this, I'm adding 1 cup of sugar. We have to beat this for about 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, that's been 5 minutes. Now it's time to add in 2 eggs, 1 at a time. Let the one get fully incorporated before you add the second one. While that's mixing, I have 3/4 cup of buttermilk here, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 tablespoon of green food coloring. And this is where you change it up. If you want to make red velvet cupcakes, you want to make some blue velvet cupcakes, some purple velvet cupcakes, that's where you're going to change, obviously, your food coloring there. Whisk this together. Now it's time to add the rest of our ingredients. Add about 1/3 of the flour mixture and about 1/2 of this buttermilk mixture. Another 1/3 of the flour mixture. The rest of the green buttermilk mixture. Of the flour. I'm scraping down the sides, getting everything from the bottom as well, and then I'm going to let this go another 30 seconds or so. That was more like 10 seconds. Okay, I only wanted to do a dozen cupcakes because I just don't need 2 dozen cupcakes. So, but if you double this recipe, it would be a 2-layer cake or a or 24 cupcakes. Okay, I'm going to fill these about 2/3 full. Okay, these are going to go into a 375 preheated oven for about 15-18 minutes. It's going to depend on your oven, depend on the temperature of your ingredients when they go in there. And then we will see you back here when they're done. Okay, let's make some frosting, shall we? We're going to make cream cheese frosting. I'm taking my regular cream cheese frosting recipe and cutting it in half. We only need half because we're only making 12 cupcakes. 4 ounces of cream cheese and 2 ounces of butter. So that's 1/2 stick of butter and 1/2 of the regular package of cream cheese. And whip that up a little bit. Add about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, turn the mixer down to stir, and I'm going to slowly add in the powdered sugar, about 4 cups. Okay, now I want to mix this on high for just a couple of minutes, just to beat a little bit of air into it, make it a little light and fluffy. At this point, I'm also going to add a tablespoon of whipping cream. This is heavy whipping cream. You could also just use milk. And just like that, we have cream cheese frosting ready for our cupcakes. Okay, these were in for 18 minutes. Once these are cool enough to touch, you can see I'm touching the pan, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove these from their pan so that I can cool them off on this rack. one left. Okay, I'm just gonna flip them back over. Once they're completely cooled, we're gonna decorate them. Wait till you see how fun this is gonna be. Don't go away. Okay, now we're gonna get our frosting ready to frost our delicious green velvet cupcakes. I'm gonna put a little bit of this frosting in a separate bowl. I just want a tiny bit of it. I'm gonna squirt this green food coloring in. This is a gel paste food coloring, but you can use any kind of food coloring. If you use the liquid one, you might just need to add a little more powdered sugar. Just spread it on. This is, I'm not just putting this right here on my counter. This is a piece of saran wrap. I'm gonna put some of the white on there. Okay, I'm gonna roll it up. Now I have my piping bag. You can do this with a Ziploc bag. You don't have to have a piping bag. But these hold together better, these piping bags. Because they're made to be squeezed a little bit. Cut off this tip here. Okay. Then I'm just going to stick this frosting log. Now just for fun, I'm going to put a tiny, tiny bit, just what was left of that green. I'm going to put that just here on the side. How pretty is that? I'm pretty happy with those. I'll do that close up. Do just a regular rosy round swirl. Isn't that pretty? Push and release. And put as little or as much as you like. How pretty are they? Can you hear that rain? It is raining. It is pouring down rain. It was actually hailing earlier this morning. Right? Let's see. I'm going to do just around the thing so that you can tell it's a square. See how fun that is. And now you know it's a square under there. You can do these any way you want. You could put just a scoop of frosting on there. You can do it with a knife. They're your cupcakes. And there you have it. Here are my green velvet cupcakes with green and white striped cream cheese frosting. Please come back again. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Take care now. Here's the rosette. Here's the Russian piping tips. Here's just the star tip.